Hello everyone, I'm Shobita. I'm sure you're watching my videos on Shobita Talks. Please like them and subscribe to my channel if you have not done it yet. And don't forget to press the bell icon so that you keep getting notifications for my upcoming videos. These videos are very beneficial for learners of English language, for students of all age groups, and of course for the teachers as a quick revision of the grammar lessons. My tip for the day is learn your answer well, and after learning it, write it down. Speak aloud and write. When you learn and write it, then it is deeply etched in your mind and you don't forget it easily. Secondly, the biggest advantage is that you increase your writing speed, because when you're writing, you are increasing your writing speed, and that will be very useful for you in your examination, because you will be able to finish 3 hours paper, which some of the students are not able to do because their writing speed is slow. So today I am going to tell you like a word, and this will be my word of the day. The word of the day is astonishing. Astonishing. It means very surprising. And what part of speech is astonishing? It is an adjective. Now I will tell you how you can use the word astonishing in sentences. Her first novel enjoyed an astonishing success. The truck can hold an astonishing amount of stuff. The internet has unleashed an astonishing amount of new material. She gave an astonishing performance in her first movie. So this is the way you can use the word astonishing. So the topic for today is prepositions. What is a preposition? A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by the noun stands to something else. I repeat, a preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by the noun stands to something else. So now listen to these sentences very carefully. The apples are on the desk. Now desk is a noun and on is a preposition. So it is placed before a noun. The dog is under the desk. Desk is a noun and under is a preposition placed before a noun. The apples are in the box. So in is a preposition and box is a noun. The motherboard is beside the monitor. Beside is a preposition and monitor is a noun. So this preposition is placed before a noun. The cloud is above the aeroplane. Aeroplane is a noun and above is the preposition. The aeroplane is below the cloud. Now below is a preposition and cloud is a noun. So all these prepositions are placed before the noun. Now listen to these sentences. He lives near us. Now in these sentences, we will see that the prepositions have been used with pronouns. Now earlier they were before nouns, now they are used with pronouns. He lives near us. Now us is a pronoun and near is a preposition. So it is placed before a pronoun. He came with me. Me is a pronoun and with is a preposition. The letter is from him. Him is a pronoun and from is a preposition. I do not believe in them. There is a wall round it. There are some books near the table. In these sentences, the preposition is placed before the pronoun. In the previous sentences, the preposition was placed before the nouns, and now in these sentences, the preposition is placed before the pronouns. A preposition must have an object. Now, if we say the letter is from, the sentence is not complete. The letter must be from somebody or some place. The preposition must have an object, or the sentence is not complete. Just remember this, the preposition must have an object, or the sentence is not complete. We must say the letter is from Chirag, or the letter is from Mumbai, or something similar to it. Now the sentences which we did earlier, the first pair of sentences which we did, first group of sentences which we did was the apples are on the desk, the dog is under the desk, the mouse is near the keyboard, etc. There were, I think, 6-7 sentences. So in these sentences, we see that the noun in each case is the object of the preposition. So the apples are on the desk. Now desk is a noun and it is the object of the preposition on. And the dog is under the desk. Under is a preposition and desk is a noun and it is the object of the preposition under. The mouse is near the keyboard. Keyboard is a noun and it is an object of the preposition near. So this way the nouns are used as object of the preposition. The noun or pronoun that follows a preposition is said to be governed by the preposition and is called the object. The noun or pronoun that follows a preposition is said to be governed by the preposition and is called its object. Several words are sometimes used as adverbs and sometimes as prepositions. So there are many words which can be used as adverbs and as prepositions. So a word is a preposition when it governs a noun or a pronoun. It is an adverb when it does not. So I'll give you a few examples. I have heard that before. Now here before is an adverb. He arrived there a few minutes before me. Now here before is a preposition. It is followed by a pronoun me. He lives close by. Here by is an adverb. And another sentence, I require my new card by Monday. So now here by is a preposition because it is followed by a noun Monday. The train is in. Here in is an adverb. He is in bad health. Here in is a preposition. Why? Because it is followed by the noun health. The flowers are coming on. Here on is an adverb. I hope to see you on Tuesday. Here on is a preposition. Why? Because it is followed by a noun Tuesday. So a word is a preposition when it governs a noun or a pronoun. And it is an adverb when it is not governing a noun or a pronoun. So that's all about prepositions. Hope you have understood them well. And what is a preposition? A preposition is a word placed before a noun or a pronoun to show in what relation the person or thing denoted by the noun stands to something else. If you have not understood it, put it in the comment section so that I can do it again in the next video. Till then, stay safe, wear your mask before leaving your house, and be happy. Bye.